Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel where we talk about the things we love like gaming, shows, and anime. We've seen so many amazing things happen in Dragon Ball Z, but have you ever noticed how many mistakes there are in both the animation and story? Chances are you were too distracted by the very noticeable mistakes in Dragon Ball Super animation, but whether that's a problem or not, today we will take a look at 10 awkward mistakes in Dragon Ball Z, the anime, and its movies. But before we begin, I'd like to give a shout out to Jon Snow, Mosolinki is Kraha or Kraja. I tried my best there. REBL Clutch, Pokemon Controller 1, and Sunset Dante. Everyone ready to begin? Because here we go. Number 10. Dr. Gero's hand. In the episode where Dr. Gero made it to his secret lab, he awakens androids 17 and 18. Both androids rebel against him and android 17 snatches the remote control from Dr. Gero's hand. Now the problem here is that Dr. Gero recently picked a fight with Piccolo and he lost his hand in the process of getting handled. But here, you can see that Dr. Gero has both hands. Number 9. How old are they? Years have passed since the fight against Kid Buu, and yet Goten and Trunks still look the same age. This is clearly a mistake, as we've seen Gohan grow up little by little throughout the series, and yet these two kids don't look any different from the first time they were introduced. We're already seeing them the same way in Dragon Ball Super, and there are still no differences whatsoever. Number 8. Baby Goku. In the anime, we are shown in flashbacks that Grandpa Gohan saw Goku in a space pod and picked him up. Then we are shown that Goku was a very mean and violent infant, and then he fell and hit his head, changing him into the Goku that we know and love. But in the Bardock special, we are shown that Grandpa Gohan found him in the middle of the woods, nowhere near the space pod. So one could say that the movies aren't canon, but that's just it. This was a TV special. Bardock, father of Goku, and the history of Trunks are considered canon, so what's the explanation here? Even Goku gets all happy when Grandpa Gohan picks him up. That shouldn't happen, as he was known to be a violent kid until he got hit in his head. Number 7. The instant transmission. Goku uses the instant transmission with Vegeta to escape from Janemba in the movie Fusion Reborn, and he appeared in a desolated area. This is a problem, as Goku can only use the instant transmission to target the location where a specific person is at. Either Goku has been holding back on letting us know that he can also teleport anywhere without needing to sense someone's ki, or it was just a mistake. Number 6. Shenron in broad daylight. Again, in Fusion Reborn, Shenron gets summoned in the middle of the movie, but by the end of the movie, it appears that Shenron is still summoned. The problem here is that we see both Goten and Trunks taking on Hitler and his army in broad daylight. So if Shenron was still summoned up until the end of the movie, then why is it that it's daylight the entire time? There's even a sunset before the movie ends. That means Shenron was summoned sometime in the middle of the day and then they just forgot about him? Is Shenron not allowed to leave until someone says he can leave? Because this has got to be the longest time that he's been summoned for. Number 5. Future Z Fighters. In the Android Saga, Trunks tells everyone how the androids killed everyone including Gohan. We are shown a flashback and exactly how everybody died fighting the androids. But this is not the same way that they died in the intro to the TV special The History of Trunks, is it? And like I said, both TV specials Bardock, Father of Goku, and The History of Trunks are known as canon, so this just doesn't make sense. Number 4. Goku was shown being caught in the destruction of planet Namek, and when they showed us how he survived, it was complete bullshit because we clearly saw Goku leave Frieza's spaceship with no Ginyu Force space pod in it. Number 3. Wrong colors. This movie seems to have a lot of mistakes in it. In the movie Fusion Reborn, we see almost every villain that died come back to life, including Frieza. No Cell for some reason. But as you can see, there are so many familiar faces, but with one big problem. Mostly everyone's colors are incorrect. You can clearly tell which character is which, so it's not like the same character design was used to create a different character. So why didn't they get the right colors? Number 2. Wrong hairstyle. The first time we ever saw Vegeta as a kid was in the TV special Bardock, Father of Goku. Vegeta was shown to have a different hairstyle, which is a problem because Saiyans have the same hairstyle from birth. Later in the anime, we see that this does get changed and Vegeta now has a correct hairstyle. Maybe the Saiyan hair logic became a new thing sometime after the DBZ special. Kinda like number 1. Number 1. Nappa and Vegeta. The first time we saw Nappa and Vegeta, they were shown wearing different colored uniforms and even Vegeta's hair color was wrong. Everyone knows that Saiyans all have black hair, so what happened here? Why does Vegeta not have black hair? Why is it that once they finally arrive on Earth, their colors have been changed? Toriyama once said that when he made the Dragon Ball story, he just went with whatever he was drawing. He didn't plan any characters or events in a particular way. So of course there were bound to be mistakes made. And when we look at these mistakes, it's not to mock him, it's just to point out some of the problems we couldn't notice since we were too distracted on such a kick-ass show. Even the best shows have their mistakes, whether it's animation or story. And with that said, that's it for the top 10 list. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, put a thumbs up. And if there are any other videos you would love to request, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you want a shout out, a video request, or you want to ask me a question, I strongly recommend you post it on my Facebook page or Twitter. And if you want to see more of my videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button as it really helps me out a lot. And I'll be sure to let you know when I post up more videos. This is Score saying have an awesome day.